This tutorial will show you how to link your Maryville University email account to your Gmail account. It's a relatively simple process, but there are a few little tricks that you should probably be aware of. The first thing to do is to open Firefox or whatever internet browser you're using and to open both your Maryville University email access and your Gmail account. I've already logged into Gmail here, but not yet to Maryville. So you want to click on Settings up at the top right-hand corner of the screen, and then click on Accounts and Import. Here, what you do is you go to Add POP3 Email Account, and then you want to enter in the mail account that you own, in other words, your Maryville email address. So in this case, it's ttg crash test dummy at maryville.edu. Then click on Next Step. And here we have a bunch of options. It gives us the username and password. So your username is just the username from Maryville, and you want to type in the password for the Maryville account. And this should have mail.maryville.edu and port 110. Those are all correct. Now, one thing you want to make sure to do is to think about whether or not you want to leave a copy of the message on the server. And that means, do you want to always have the message stored on Maryville, or do you just want to have them sent on to your Gmail account? Do you want them in both places or just one? Now, if you have them in both, what you need to do is to remember to go into your Maryville email address through the Maryville access often so that you can delete any extra messages, because your account will fill up. If you have it where you do not leave a copy on the server, you don't have to do that. It just goes automatically to Gmail. However, in this case, I think I want to leave a copy just to make sure that it's in both places. You can use a secure connection if you want to, but I usually don't. You can also label incoming messages a specific label. You can create a new one if you wish. However, I don't really like doing that. If you do have 4 or 5 email accounts that are coming into this central Gmail address, that might be a useful way to do it. Then you want to add account. And you should be able to send mail as your Maryville account, especially if you are a Maryville professional and not just a student. So click on Next Step here, and you can use whatever username you wish. Then click on Next Step again. And you can again choose here whether you want to send mail through Gmail or you want to send it through the Maryville servers. I recommend that you send through Gmail just for speed and reliability, so you don't have to use both servers to send it. However, you might want to do the Maryville addresses if you want to make sure that everything is going out from the Maryville address. Click on Next Step here, and you want to click on Send Verification. And what Send Verification will do is that it will allow you, it will send an email to your Maryville address. So click on that. Then you want to go back into your browser and log into your Maryville account. And here you see that the confirmation email has appeared, and you have 2 options here. You can either click on this link and have it automatically do it, or if you want to make sure that it's doing it right, you can use this verification code. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back to this other window and enter in that code. Click on Verify, and you'll see that it goes right back in, and it has added in the ttg crash test dummy at maryville.edu address here. I'm going to make this my default address, meaning that it will send emails from that address. And when receiving a message, I recommend always replying from the default address, but you can also reply from the same address the message was sent to. In other words, if someone sends a message to ttgcrashtestdummy@gmail.com, it will respond to them from that address. One thing I should note here before I finish is that when you have a linked server, a linked address from a different server, Gmail doesn't constantly check that server every few seconds like it does with Gmail servers. So if you send something to your Gmail address, you're going to get it within a couple of seconds. However, if something is sent to your Maryville address, it might be 45 minutes or an hour before it checks it. It just depends on the server. So what you want to do is, if you are waiting for an email from Maryville, you want to make sure that you don't have any new emails, go to Settings and Accounts and Import, and you can check your mail now. So that will show you that you have just checked your email. So last checked 0 minutes ago, 1 mail. So it's currently checking the mail now. Sometimes this takes a little while. Don't get impatient. Eventually it will finish it. So you'll see when I go back to my inbox that eventually it will send me any new messages from Maryville. I hope this was useful and you enjoy your new linked accounts.